course, Corvinus got to be in the chat for this. We've got a Delhi showdown. Liquid's Dumu going up against My Insanity's Anatan on Gorge. And we already have a huge difference here between these two. Dome of the Faith versus Tower of Victory. Starting to look like Dumu's playing an old school Delhi build. And Anatan might be fetishizing into the elephants. Because, folks, elephants got a big ass buff. I think we might be seeing a lot more elephant play in Age of Empires 4 in the coming weeks and months, due to the fact that the melee attack now for elephants is splash damage. That's right, it's like a Lance decked, only with 4 times the health. So let's see how this one plays out. What's the ranking of these two on the ladder right now? I know that Dumu was away at the Esports World Cup, so didn't have as many hours to put into the ladder. But Dumu, he's in 7th right now. Oh, dude, this is a grudge. There's 5 ELO rating between them. Anatan is at 2073 ELO in 6th place. And Dumu is nibbling just behind him. 5 ELO lower in 7th with 2068 ELO. Anatan has 20 more games overall, but also has a better win rate. Not surprised by that. I mean, anyone hearing that that's shocked has clearly been clocked out of AoE4 for a few months. Anatan Rising is a statement I keep using, and it's so true with this guy. He's turning into an absolute legend here. I think, you know, I don't know if Zertan will like me saying that. I don't think you'll mind it, though. I think a lot of people talk about Zertan as like a top 10 contender regularly. I think now, of the active roster members of AoE4, Anatan is My Insanity's top. I would say even if Mr. came back, Anno might actually be able to take him quite consistently now. In fact, I think he will be able to, considering Mr. of course will be a little bit rusty. So Spearman opening coming in, that's going to wall off. That makes a lot of sense, right? You want to try to lock in these sacred sites efficiently, especially when you've got this Scholar build. By going Dome of Faith, you realistically should be the one playing for mass sacred sites at an early phase. Reaction is going to be archery range stables. Yeah, a little bit surprised when the stables came out. I don't think Dumu scouted that it was a Spearman opening straight away. In fact, still doesn't fully know. So he's pretty much just playing the standard meta, which is Ghazi into archers. That makes up about 80% of Delhi comps right now. It's just a very strong, powerful comp, right? Like, Ghazi Raiders are great for hitting the flanks. And in long feudal fights, archers win out in mass. Even more so when you buff up their attack speed with the Tower of Victory. Might even wall all the way around, which would be kind of sick here. Because now that Dumu is splitting his attention between building Ghazi and archers, it means he'll have a much lower burn through. So it means that Anatan should be able to quite freely cap at least 2 sacred sites here. And I think he is moving out for that now. 26 seconds on the clock. Skull's already in the move. Didn't wall the north side, though. That's the only tricky part here. Kind of awkward, right? He would have had to come very far forward to wall this piece. And then there's still, like, openings around the flank. Kind of makes sense that he'd lean more towards south side, because then you can basically park between 2 sacred sites. It's not easy to split your army into 2 and park between 3, right? Especially in a mirror where you, at this stage you are equal on economy. Sacred site. Now looking to be capped. Yeah, Dumu doesn't have a blocker to this. He can't burn through quick enough, so that can be 2 sacred sites locked in. Sanctity is there, right? Yeah, it has come through, so Dumu's now going to mirror the move. Heading north side. But guys, you see the intent. This is a fast castle build. And you know what? It's an Elephanto fun time build. I expect Antan's probably going to open with, what, 3 to 4 Lancers maybe? Just so that he has some raid potential into the enemy economy. But then I'm expecting to see elephants out of the Belarusian. What do you think, guys? 1s if you think Dumu's going to take this, 2s if Anatan. I've got a feeling there's going to be so much elephant bias in the chat. I mean, everyone's saying it's OP. I've yet to see it in action. So this is going to be my first experience with it. And it's going to be what? Probably, I think you're just going to go House of Learning here. House of Learning seems to be on the rise. Maybe it's a bit different in this matchup because then you don't have the scalability of multi-TC with keeps. But what it would give you is a very aggressive timing, and you do have the Dome of Faith to enable it more. And there you go. House of Learning on the way. Meanwhile, blocker on the cap here. Oh, that's sick. 125 resources a minute being deprived from Dumu here. Meanwhile, decap is going to come on the east side and the center. Looks like there's going to be a capture there for Dumu at least. He needs to move in ASAP here. Outposts are already being built and fortified as well. That's intriguing. So did he... I think he bought the stone with the gold to get this fortified. Wow. I don't think I've seen a player do that before so early, but that is actually a pretty effective idea when you think about it. Definitely feels worth it, right? Because gold is how you win or lose this game. You need to bulk up there. This is definitely going to enable exactly that. It's going to allow him to get into those knights, allow him to potentially get into those elephants. Elephants, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, they received a movement speed buff as well, right? Am I remembering that correctly, that they move a little bit quicker now, like 10% quicker? Guess we'll find out soon. Tim, in the meantime, is going to play flanks. House of Learning Tech. There it is. Yeah, and it's the first one he goes for. Mahout's on the way. Let's go. Only 2.5 minutes to get that. I think they've done a really good job of House of Learning now, actually. It used to be it only made sense for playing Lancers. Even Men-at-Arms felt weird to try and transition into at the right time. But now it's good for Lancers / Men-at-Arms, Elephants, or range play. That was actually smart thinking. And also, you know, it's kind of focusing around the castle, trying to draw attention away from the feudal where Delhi have prominently been played. In conjunction with the slight nerf to Ghazi, I think that's going to have the intended effect. I'm just worried maybe the castle choice will now be too good. Because I still think that Delhi are really good in feudal, and they can punish people for trying to play their age. But now, because you get paranoid about being punished by Delhi, and you play a bit more defensive, I think it's going to offer up more opportunities for these greedy tech plays going unpunished. And now it's going to be Beard. House of Learning coming from Dumu too. Ooh, what do you guys think? Elephants or Honeblades? I think it's going to be Elephants, Mahouts for Anatan, but I think it's going to be Honeblades for Dumu. Which, damn, if he does Honeblades, he loses, right? Because the splash damage from the tusks of the elephants will just win that fight. Speaking of which, first elephant already out. Oh my god, they look so intimidating. This is before the movement speed. So he's going up to 1.1. When he charges, he's going to be at about 1.45. Which is pretty ludicrous, actually. Oh my god. See it there, how effective the tusk damage is, guys. It's 50 damage in a splash. I'm assuming the splash... Is the splash half damage, though? Surely it's half. If it's full, it's insane. 50 damage in the full splash is broken. It has to be half, right? I'm double-checking the patch notes now. It just says now deals damage in an area. Oh my god. No. No. They're going to be broken. They're legit broken. If that is full 50 in an AoE, they're broken. Even though the attack speed is bad, what you have to realize is there's stutter stepping to be had in fights with melee, right? So you just kind of move forward, shun, move forward, shun. Think about the impact of that as well. If you sneak one of these, and I know sneak sounds really weird with an elephant, but if you sneak one of these into the enemy woodline, you can just wipe all the villagers straight away. So charge comes in. That looks like it's 25 secondary, maybe. Elephant's like, get the f off my lawn. Holy crap. And now tower elephants as well. 1.1 movement speed. They have 4 melee armor, 6 ranged armor right now, because he got the extra +1. These archers do nothing. It's going to turn into an elephant spam. Oh my god. I didn't have this on the bingo card. It is just going to be raw elephant spam on both sides, isn't it? And it's going to be a scholar race. That's cool, actually. That favors Anatan because he has Dome of Faith. He also is going to have the majority of relics. But remember, this is Tower Victory. So like, if this turns into Scholar Mass Elephants, it's more cost-efficient for Anatan. Initial trades definitely matter, though. And this one's looking good for him right now. What was he thinking? Dumu brought one elephant to a double party. Mate, this is like when you decide you want to go out for a meal with your friend who's in a couple, and then you feel like the third wheel. It's a GG play. Damn, Tower Elephants as well is pretty cool, though. And yeah, you're playing Delhi now. Congrats. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Was this not what people wanted? I recall some blah blah crap about elephants never getting built. The devs are merely giving the community what they asked for in the most broken way possible. Wait, please don't. No, please don't attack the full HP elephant. Please don't attack the full HP elephant! Oh my god! I really want to emphasize to people, it's not even the elephant that's broken in that engagement. It's the spearman on top. The spearman does 65 damage every 2 seconds. The elephant does 50 damage every 3. We've got a switch coming. Makes sense. He's going to crossbows. Remember, these are heavy infantry, heavy cavalry rather, so they take bonus damage from crossbows. They are going to have a problem with these guys, though. This is where you could still end up losing if you're Dumu, because building mass crossbows and Tower Elephants already coming, if Anatan just pulls back and kites with Tower Elephants, it's a win, right? I guess the edge he can get is here, though. Pakes will give him 5.5 tower range, whereas Tower Elephants are lower at 5. And admittedly, Mahout doesn't help them as much as it helps War Elephants. So yeah, if Dumu kites it perfectly, crossbows can save him. Here come the elephants. Oh, he springs it from the stealth forest! Spread of the lines right now. Focus fire is going to start coming in. One of the elephants is insanely low. Surely not. Is he winning this? Oh my god! Dumu! He beats him in the fight there. Anatan, a huge slip up. He never healed the injured elephants. So Dumu's freshies come in for the win. Wow. Dude, golf claps all around. Is it Mahaut? Is that how you pronounce it? Well, I'm going to just say right now, Anatan looks like he's Maha out of this game. That fight is huge. Raid's going to come in from the elephant. Great. But the reality of the situation now is that Anatan could just get floored by mass war elephants. Especially when he does this. You can't frontline with the tower elephants! Oh no! All Dumu has to now do is peel back the injured elephants to the scholars. He has 12 of them waiting. I think that's where Anatan went wrong with his build. Dude, he went Dome of Faith and he didn't scale didn't scale scholars rather. He should have had them out here healing. I think he slipped up on the build a little. It's a great idea. I think he could have won here. But now all you have is a situation where you're not really taking advantage of your landmark's edge, but Dumu is. Remember, these crossbows are attacking 20% quicker. That is the equivalent of having Arbitrary's crossbow stirrups. So, Mahaut. Mahout. Moot. There we go. Was that French enough? Okay, sorry, I actually didn't mean to make it sound like French people are monkeys. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, don't clip that out of context. Alright, we have 8 war elephants versus 3. I think this might be over, folks. It's a mirror. You're 30 pop behind. And I don't like the tower elephants now. If you had an edge on war elephant count, it kind of makes sense, but not here. You can frontline them with them, but the problem is in the retreat. These war elephants, look at the speed. 1.44 allows such a quick gap close. Give him a shove away. That's going to open the playing field. Nicely optimized by Dimmu as well. He just has numerical advantage on both sides of the fight here. War Elephants are surrounded, and Anatan forced to retreat. Scholar count now up to 15. It's time to kiss some boo-boos better. Some of the deadly lines actually sound French, by the way. Not gonna lie, like some of them actually sound French. I just realized that. Oh, Dimmu clearly has the Ryzen 9000 series CPU. That's the difference here. This must be what it is. Makes sense, right? I know, I figured it out, guys. That's what it is. The timing lines up. The patch just dropped. The 9000 series AMD CPUs just came out. They've installed 9000 series CPUs in these elephants. Look at that movement speed. Dude, these guys, they should put spoilers on the back of these things. They move so fast. Oh my god. Ah, this is done. Anatan, I think we're moments away from him just waving the white flag. He can never clear up these crossbows. Scholars are just patting the heads batter. That is going to be a battering to finish off Blue. Well played, Benny boy. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, the elephant meta is back.